Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy the King of NYC with you, and I'm bringing you another In the Lab video, but this time I'm featuring a character that's kind of overlooked by the Mortal Kombat 9 community for being a scrub character. However, I'm here to tell you different. I'm here to tell you Scorpion is a viable character. He can be used in high level play. He can be used high level, and you know, there are things that you can do with him besides mashing Hellfire and 1-1 and Spear. So this video is not going to concentrate on matchups. It's not going to concentrate on how to win with Scorpion. It's going to concentrate on one thing and one thing only, which is his Vortex game. Scorpion probably has the best Vortex game. You know, I'm not talking about Freddy, because Freddy, you know, that bastard needs to be fixed. But I'm talking about Scorpion right now. Scorpion's probably got the most rewarding 50-50 setup. However, he has one downside, is that it's also risky. But this means that he's a balanced character, because balance always takes into effect looking at the equation of, is the work I put in equal to the, you know, the reward I get. If the answer is yes, it's a balanced character. If the answer is no, then that means that the character needs to be tweaked either for the better or for the worse. Okay, so enough introductions. I'd like to get into it right away. The way I'll start, you know, the way I'll coordinate this video is I'll start off by explaining exactly what a Vortex is, how to set them up for it, and then explain some key normals that any Scorpion player or any Scorpion, you know, future player should know in order to succeed with Scorpion. Okay, so a Vortex is the term in a fighting game where your opponent is constantly put into a guessing situation, where, you know, if they guess right, they get out of the trap or the Vortex, where if they guess wrong, they get hit again, and then they're put in the same exact situation where they have to guess again in order to escape. Now you can see why this is dangerous, because if you keep guessing wrong, especially with a character with a lot of options like Scorpion, you can see why it's a very dangerous setup. Okay, so let's say, so now you're probably asking, okay, this sounds pretty good, so what are you talking about here? Alright, Scorpion can set his opponent up in the Vortex by, you know, using the following string: forward 2-1 into teleport. Forward 2-1 into teleport. I want you to watch that again. Look how quickly Scorpion recovers, and look how much stagger Katana is in. When Katana is in stagger and you're recovering, you have massive frame advantage, and you already know where I'm going with it. If you have massive frame advantage and the opponent is recovering, they can't do anything but block, because if they try to hit you and you do a jump-in punch, you get a jump-in punch and you get a free combo after that. So they have to be very careful and they have to block. Now that I've showed you how to actually, you know, set it up, I'd like to talk about, okay, how do I keep it going? How do I keep them guessing? What are Scorpion's options? What are the opponent's options? Okay, so the first option I'd like to go over for Scorpion is his back 2 normal. His back 2 normal is an overhead, does 5% damage, is unsafe on block, let's make that clear, and can be linked to Spear. His second normal that I'd like to go over is his forward 3. It's also an overhead, does twice as much damage, but is safe on block and cannot be linked to Spear. I've tried 3 times there and nothing. His third normal that I'd like to go over is his 2 and then 1 and 2 normal chain. So this one hits hide and overhead. This one is not hit confirmable into Spear. You must commit to the Spear. When I say you must commit to the Spear, I mean that you must input everything quickly, because you don't have enough time to hit confirm it. Well, you have a very slight amount of time, but it's generally safest to to commit to it. His fourth normal that I'd like to go over is a low normal, forward 4. Forward 4 by itself is safe on block. When linked to Spear, it's not. As you can see, I'm trying to hit confirm and it's not coming out. What I have to do is I have to commit, meaning that once again I have to just put everything out there and hope for, it's an all or nothing situation, whether if it hits or it doesn't hit. I don't have the option of hit confirming it, so that's why I have to be very, very careful with it. His fifth normal that I like to go over is his back and 4. Back and 4 is a sweep. It's safe on block, and it cannot be you know, linked it to spear, obviously, but it gives you a hard knockdown and some, you know, possible Oki setups. Now, his last string that I'd like to go over is 1-1. You know, it's 1-1-1 right here. Now, what's the use of this? The use of this is that it's safe on block. So they're blocking high, they're getting pressured. That was a mistake. They're getting pressured. I go in for a throw. And then it's a guaranteed hellfire. Or they're blocking high. Oops, caught you with, you know, low. And for some reason it's not coming out. There we go. Blocking high, you know, go low. So those are all the normals I'd like to go over. Now your question is, okay, now that I've learned all this, how do I apply it to my Vortex game? Well, it's simple. Off of any spear, Scorpion gets the chance to do his forward 2-1 teleport Vortex setup. After this Vortex setup, Scorpion has many options. For example, you can do this and then go high. And then go for the Vortex setup again. And then they're put in the same exact guessing situation. After this, I can go low. And then, after a small combo, they're right in your face for some pressure. Now, you're probably asking, well, I just saw you use the 2 unsafe normals. What about the safe ones? The safe ones, while they do not lead to damage directly, they are used to set up damage. And what I mean by set up damage is that they are used as, you know, how do I say this? Conditioners or checks. What I mean by that is you check your opponent by, you know, saying, hey, look, I'm not putting myself out there. I'm safe here. You know, you're the one who has to block all this. And that was a sweep. And I'm safe. And what this does is it conditions your opponent to block one way, so that down the line, when you get them in the setup, you go for your big damage combo opportunities, and you get your damage while being safer than you would be if you just went for it at the beginning, because your opponent has been conditioned to say, let's say, block high, because I keep hitting them with the safe overhead, but they can't do shit even if it's blocked, because when the overhead is blocked, I'm safe. And you know, they took 2% chip, and now they learned that they must block high against me. So when they least expect it, bam, into my combo. For 37%, of course, I could have followed up with the EX Hellfire guaranteed for another 8%, which is 45% damage total combo. This is now, after 4-2-1, again, I could keep on going for safe setups. 1-1, check him with down 3 poke, throw, and then 1-1, jump over again, you know, do 2-1-2, spear, forward 2-1, and then go low, maybe. Or I could go jump over, go high. Or I could go 1-1 again. Or I could simply do jump over, punch, throw. For a nice 20%, you know, 19-20% with the Hellfire included. So this is the reason why Scorpion is dangerous, because you can imagine being rushed down by something like this, getting caught in one of these, and then, oh shit, you're put in another guessing situation. What are you gonna do? I went high twice there. Now the opponent respects my high. Let's see if they're blocking low. Oh, they're blocking low? Okay, now they're not respecting high anymore. Let's go for it. Let's just make sure they are. And then safe overhead. And then go for more safe options. Then 2-1-2. Switch up my highs. And then put right back in the situation. They are constantly respecting me. They're constantly looking at where I'm going with this, exactly what I'm gonna do, and they don't, you know, and they're the ones who do the guessing. Now, what happens if you get blocked? Well, if they block you, say you go for overhead. If you go for this overhead, you are like, I forgot what it was, but like close to minus like 8 or 10 or something like that. So every character in the game can punish you with a full combo on block of that back to overhead. If they're blocking low and you go for the spear setup, okay, you can obviously see that. Look how much recovery I have on that. Even if they block it and they're stand it, you'll get massive recovery. But if you do this, you're safe. Forward 3 is safe. And this hits mid. That's 1-1 string hits mid, so they really can't duck it. So they have to respect your options here, because at any time you have throw into Hellfire, which is guaranteed 19% damage. Let's see what else I want to go over real quick. So just to hit, you know, just to hit the point home, I'd like to go over the setup. So say you hit them with the overhead. The correct setup is spear, and then directly into forward 2-1. Because there's another setup that leads to slightly more damage, but it's more execution based. And the first one did 21, that did 27%. So for an extra 6% damage, I'm risking either dropping it or messing it up and losing my setup. Whether or not you think it's worth it is completely up to you. You're the one, it's at your discretion. You're the Scorpion player, and you have to make those kind of choices. For me, I like to go with the easy, guaranteed, absolutely never gonna drop it setup. After a low, I like to do neutral jump punch, back 2, jump kick teleport, 2-1 into spear. And this puts them at my face and at my mercy for more offense. So after the 2-1, 2 and then 1-2, you have to commit to spear. If you try to combo after it, look what happens. They just like slide away from that. Now, in my experience, after that neutral jump punch, you could get a free Hellfire if you time it correctly. Of course I don't, but let me show you. There we go. That was EX. So with a bar of meter, with Scorpion, you can essentially attach 8% extra damage to any combo, any given combo with Scorpion. Now everyone knows about his, you know, say you hit them with a spear, so you know, say you do. Everyone knows the neutral jump punch, back to jump kick teleport, jump kick throw. With a bar of meter, I could push that 37% up to 45. So, yeah, Scorpion, very good character, highly underrated in my opinion, and as you see, he's a rushdown character. I'm not going to go into matchups like I said in the beginning, because that's not the point of this video. The point of the video is to show you the setup. Now, one final thing I'd like to go over is a corner setup with Scorpion that could lead into damage, but it requires a bar of meter. So say you're in the corner and say you catch a lucky break and you get a spear. Well, you can do forward 2-1 EX teleport into 2-1 2-1 2-1 spear again. And then they're put at your mercy. And then for a bar of meter, you got yourself out of the corner, put them into a guessing situation, and got 37% for your troubles. So it's a good thing. It's a good tool to have. Again, to make this easier to see, I'll be putting this up. I'll be putting up the combo notations as text at the bottom of the screen, as I have done in my other videos. Well, this has been your boy, the King NYC. I hope you found this in the lab tutorial with Scorpion very useful and enlightening. I hope you guys might consider a second chance at picking up Scorpion, or at least taking a look at him differently. Yeah, please leave me with any comments or any suggestions in order to improve my videos. Yep, it's been your boy. I'll see y'all later. Peace out.